Skyrim VR was a piece of failed potential that could have been the true awakening of what VR could do at the time it was released. It could have been 2017's Half-Life Alyx, but it flopped harder than plastic cheese on a guy's head.
What the fuck are you doing with this bullshit ass?
Skyrim was a masterpiece when it came out, and it showed that open world RPGs can go really far. But when the VR version came out in 2017, I was hoping it to be the same thing, but for VR instead, and it wasn't good at all. In this video, I'm going to show you why. We all know Skyrim to some degree. It's a classic, and its modding community pretty much made it immortal. And it can keep up with most modern games now. I feel like Skyrim is Medieval Gary's mod, because the shit you can do with this game modding wise is crazy. But I'm talking about vanilla Skyrim, which is a little bit janky, but no matter. You see, Skyrim itself isn't perfect, because the story isn't that deep, and the gameplay loop is repetitive. But that's why a lot of people adore this game, because it's not complex and relaxing. And this isn't the best type of game to port to VR, because people enjoy VR for varied reasons. And those reasons are those cool moments where you feel like you're inside the fucking stomach of a dragon, or when you got a sword in your fucking abdomen, and and when you got a sword in your stomach, and Skyrim VR doesn't even come close to those. Skyrim VR has a multitude of problems that should not even be happening. The first one is the visuals. Now don't get me wrong, Skyrim has the best visual design in all of gaming basically, but I'm talking about the blurriness. When I first played this game, I legit thought my fucking headset was brokey because it was blurry as shit. Mods fix this, but I'm talking about the vanilla game. Okay, maybe we'll take our Skyrim feet and four-titted Khajiit with us. Like, it seriously looks like you're looking through a window that has just been shat on and wiped with one baby wipe, dude. Okay, I'm joking, but combined with the comparatively low graphics and blurriness, if you're used to Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks, this game would be unplayable. It's a real shame too, because Skyrim is beautiful. Some people said that the blurriness happened because the resolution of the current monitor was mirrored into your headset. And since the headset's resolution is better than your monitor most of the time, it appears blurred. And why this slipped through the cracks is because the developers were probably playing with 4K monitors. An effect that is very important that happens when the display isn't perfect is it takes you long to really get immersed into the game. Something you have to understand about VR is that it's easier to lose immersion. Very easy. And you have to focus even on the little things in development, which is another thing Skyrim VR failed. Interaction and full body immersion is crucial to making a good VR game. And it's missing. It was only added through mods. Jesus Christ. Skyrim VR doesn't even give you the courtesy of a floating hand when you hold weapons, and you can't touch anything at all in the game. It feels like you're a ghost haunting the place. Being able to touch something, or someone, is crucial to VR development. And maybe in 2018 this would have been acceptable, but now with games being more interactive, this game is seriously outdated. You might think I'm being unfair here, but isn't there a thing called updates? It's not all interaction and full body immersion that's the problem. It's the other little things. Like waking up right above this carriage is a mindfuck and a half. Being touched by a giant, literally and figuratively, sends you to the heavens. And many others. I can go on for hours on the little things, but I'll stop myself. If this game didn't have a modding community, it would be indistinguishable from any VR game right now. A lot of people will make you think that Skyrim has a good story, because it does, right? No. Yes and no. Elder Scrolls has great lore and story in general, but Skyrim's story is filled with 2D characters and cliches and a lot of other things, but like I said before, it's an uncomplicated story. And that's what we love about the game. It's relaxing after everything you've been doing that day, to just chill and play Skyrim. But VR isn't the best application to implement this type of gameplay too. Because the thing with VR is that if you want to unwind and play it, you're not going to. Because you must move your hands, stand up, think about where your table is or your cat that you're about to step on right now. It's not the best application to relax and unwind. So the uncomplicated story loses its positives. You want to be lost in a world that is complicated and captivating to the experience. And that's why I think Fallout New Vegas would be the best application for VR. Suck my dick. But what Skyrim and all of Bethesda do is add modding compatibility. Every single VR game that is active has a great mod base. That's why Stress Level 0 embraced it and added a section only for mods in Bone Lab. That's why Blade and Sorcery is one of the best VR games ever made. It's important to make your community go wild with the game and turn it into something special and personalized for themselves. Now, all Bethesda games do this and more. Basically, everything is changeable in Skyrim and Fallout, and it's delicious. And there is no difference for the VR version. In fact, Skyrim VR shares a modding page with Special Edition, so you can install any mod from the Special Edition version into the VR version. The sole reason why this game stayed buoyant was because of its modding community, and I think that's great. You have the potential to do anything you want with this game. The VR version and the flat screen version. They both use the same mods which allow you to go wild. And I think that's beautiful.